Why does AI slop hook viewers before quality matters? The useful question is not whether the clip is good. The useful question is why people stop before they have even decided whether it deserves attention. By the end, the pattern is clear. AI slop often wins the first few seconds because it gives the viewer a judgment task. It does not ask for trust first. It asks for inspection. First, look at the first frame on a phone feed. A polished video usually needs setup. It has to introduce a person, a place, a promise, or a story. A strange AI clip can work faster because the problem is already visible on the screen. The viewer sees a melted background, a hand that does not move correctly, an animal rescue that feels staged, or a product demo that looks impossible. Before quality becomes the question, the viewer is already asking, what is wrong here? That matters because the first battle in a feed is not admiration, it is interruption. If a viewer swipes past, nothing else matters. If the viewer pauses for 2 seconds, the clip has earned a test. A weak AI video can fail as art and still succeed at interrupting attention. The platform does not begin by reading taste. It begins by seeing behavior. Pause, rewatch, comment, share, search, and return. Second, AI slop turns low-effort criticism into a repeatable action. Viewers do not need deep knowledge to participate. They can say the fingers are wrong, the mouth is strange, the lighting feels fake, or the whole clip looks cursed. That is a very easy comment to make. It also gives the next viewer a reason to look again. The comment section becomes a map of what to inspect. For example, imagine an AI product demo where the object changes shape halfway through. The production is broken, but the viewer has a task. They want to catch the exact moment the illusion fails. Now compare that with a clean abstract AI animation. It may be prettier, but if it gives no specific job to the viewer, many people leave faster. What matters is not only visual quality. What matters is whether the clip gives people something concrete to do. The next layer is that negative attention can look useful from the outside. A viewer may hate the clip, but the dashboard still records a pause. A viewer may leave a correction, but the dashboard still records a comment. A viewer may send the video as a joke, but the dashboard still records a share. This is where AI slop becomes confusing. The emotion can be negative while the signal is strong. Third, familiar formats make the signal stronger. AI slop travels better when it borrows a shape people already recognize. A fake rescue borrows from emotional rescue videos. A bizarre product clip borrows from shopping content. A fake movie trailer borrows from fandom and speculation. A romance or drama clip borrows from reality TV. The viewer does not have to learn the format. They only have to judge whether this version is real, broken, funny, or manipulative. There is a trust boundary here. What we can say is that AI slop can convert confusion, criticism, and curiosity into measurable behavior. We should not pretend every platform rewards the same thing, and we should not pretend every viewer enjoys the clips. The safer claim is narrower. When the first frame makes a mistake obvious and the format is familiar, viewers have a clear reason to stop, inspect, and react. This is where the risk appears. Attention is not the same as trust. A misleading AI clip can waste the viewer's time, pollute search results, or make real footage harder to believe. If it pretends to be news, a real rescue, or a real person doing something they never did, the problem is no longer just bad taste. It becomes a trust problem. The same mechanism that creates watch time can also make people argue before they verify. The midpoint turn is that AI slop is less like cinema and more like a visual argument. It asks the viewer to become a quality inspector. That role is surprisingly sticky for a few seconds. People like catching errors because it gives them a small win. They can feel smarter than the clip, smarter than the uploader, or smarter than the people who believed it. That little judgment loop can be enough to keep the video alive, but the weakness shows up quickly. The first warped scene is strange. The 10th is noise. The first fake rescue feels confusing. The 10th feels predictable. This is why novelty alone is fragile. A creator cannot build a durable channel identity on viewers saying, "This looks bad," over and over. After the first stop signal, the clip needs a second engine, a story question, a useful explanation, a social conflict, or a promise the viewer actually wants answered. Now compare two AI clips. One only shows a weird generated object and waits for people to laugh. The other starts with a visible mistake, then explains why that mistake spreads, who benefits from the format, and what viewers should notice next time. The second version respects the viewer more. It still uses curiosity, but it pays it off with context. That is the difference between empty slop and an explainer built around the same trend. For this channel, the lesson is practical. We should not chase every strange AI clip just because people are searching for it. The gate should ask whether the video can name the mechanism. Is the hook a first frame mistake? Is the behavior rewatching, commenting, searching, or sharing? Is there a familiar format underneath? Is there a trust risk worth explaining? If the script cannot answer those questions, the topic is probably not ready. So what should viewers remember? The real lesson is not that quality no longer matters. Quality still matters for loyalty, trust, and return viewers. The lesson is that quality is not always the first signal a feed sees. Sometimes the first signal is a pause caused by confusion. Sometimes it is a comment caused by correction. Sometimes it is a share caused by disbelief. The takeaway is simple. AI slop hooks viewers before quality matters by giving them an instant job. Look closer, catch the mistake, judge the clip, read the comments. But that job only buys the first few seconds. To keep attention after the novelty fades, a video still needs a real pattern, a real payoff, and a reason for viewers to trust the next upload. If this helped the trend make sense, please like the video and subscribe for fast, no fluff explainers. I'll see you in the next one.